Here's the start of the second half.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Nielsen, the man synonymous with solidity. Gattuso. That's really well manoeuvred. Bullet. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well read, and the danger is averted. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Araujo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. That's a cute ball. That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. Gets it away. Palmeiras are still that goal to the good. Rafinha.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 60.810 espectadores.
So far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Eto'o. Can he latch on to this?
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Mbappe! That's very neat. And it's Pirlo. Good ball, good take. Mohamed Salah! No mistake! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 14.
So, time for
Camisa
changes on
90.
both sides, actually.
Camisa 18.
We have got ourselves a
Camisa
game here.
22.
Well, what a difference a
Deixando
goal
o campo
makes. Now
para
all
a
of a sudden
entrada
it
de
seems the belief is back.
Camisa 19. Camisa
Well, that's
11.
certainly more like it. They
Camisa
can't let the
10.
intensity drop now, Peter.
Camisa
There is
8.
an irresistible,
Substituição
irrepressible
em
look about them
andamento.
here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Platini tries to play it through. Stood up well to him there. That'll be a throw. Strong running down that left flank. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shevchenko.
Palmeiras clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Fired deep towards the back post. That's an excellent interception. Araujo. Looking for options for movement. Platini. Rui Costa. And this is Ibrahimovic.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Messi. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Cruyff, and this is Messi. Across it goes. Cleared away. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely worked. Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position. It's in! They have stolen level at the last! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all scored. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Sao Paulo, of course, one of the centres of football in Brazil, and the Estadio Morumbis, a mighty venue befitting that status. The action has already... Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rafinha has it in a wide position. Turan defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. And now the breakaway. Mbappe. Hullet. So what can they make of this? Tries to play it through. And Dyke kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's hit it long, but astray. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And it's Salah. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, Jim, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, taking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Pedri, good read, needed to be. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. And this is Eto'o. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Pirlo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nielsen, and it's slung out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he's ended up in no man's land. It's Eto'o. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Can he get on the end of this? Passing is crisp and sharp. He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
It's a really well-measured ball. Pirlo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, delightful ball. That'll be a throw-in. Gattuso. That's been cut out, well played. Threads one in, and it's Hullet. Mbappe, shot, surely! In he goes again! It's in! Suarez duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a cute ball. Cannavaro, tidy with his distribution. Oh, well played. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Eto. Played back in. Oh, look at the space here. Palmeiras leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And here's Eto.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Mbappe. Pedri. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Palmeiras leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Palmeiras really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Out for a throw. Mbappe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Now it's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Mohamed Salah. That's a shade optimistic. At Nielsen. Pirlo. And here's Mohamed Salah. Rafinha. Thuram. Always a very imposing presence at the back. They get a throw in.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 14. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 19.
Oh, good steal. He just read it. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Messi. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And that has left him in a heap. Cute ball there. How can he reach it? Now it's Mbappe. Great challenge. Time to perfection. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
70.987
He's given it away. And he's managed to get shoots! Split of reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. That's a half-decent try. He's running strong and purposeful. Mbappe just skips past his man.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substituição em campo.
We have
Camisa
got changes
22.
here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 5. Camisa 18. Camisa 90.
And the keeper beats it
Deixando o
away.
campo para a entrada de
Turan, he is onto this. And the shot! Taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
Decent chance! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Cruyff. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's Michel Platini. Conte. And he's there to clear it.
Palmeiras really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
But Nielsen. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. But Nielsen. Palmeiras have reclaimed it. Well timed, excellent interception. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? This shot a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Corner number 4 coming up here. So a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's searching through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Palmeiras looking to pass their way through. Edmilson. Now it's Villa. Now can they get it back?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, nicely intercepted. Cruyff. 5 minutes to add. Pelé. Platini.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cruyff. He's found a way past. Now that's well seen too. Gently done. David Villa. And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The Urbano Caldera is located slap bang in the middle of a residential district here in Villa Belmiro. It is certainly a venue which has a lovely homely feel to it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage...
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals with a really strong work rate, and he's always effective, whether on or off the ball.
A fantastic talisman for his nation.
And more disciplined than people credit him.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Gattuso hurtling down that right flank. Rafinha, looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well played. Mbappe, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo, good driving run. And he's taking no chances there. Real chance! And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. It's a searching pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Palmeiras still without a single shot on target. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that has been clubbed away. Looking for the run. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. And he gets rid in a hurry. And this is Messi. Edmilson.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, well played.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Van Dijk. Pirlo. And here's the chance to counter. Threads one in. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Cannavaro. And it's Van Dijk. And here's Eto'o. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gattuso. Pedri. Ups for safety. Now he's off and running. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That has not gone well. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bullet. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos que o circuito interno de imagens está em operação para sua segurança.
And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's had it taken off him. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nielsen. It's run loose here. Well, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And now the breakaway. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Not got that quite right. That's a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. Keeper's dealt with that. Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. Face to face, takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cannavaro clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's lost his man here. Goal is still. The other side really getting onto the front foot. And here's Suarez. Rafinha. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
8.855
That's been cut out, well played. Vicious ball here. Look at the space here.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Eto'o.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Showing good feet. And it's Pedri. Oh, strongly challenged there. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Out towards the flank. That's a nicely weighted pass. And he's there to get it away. That'll be a throw-in.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 22. Camisa 90. Camisa 18. Deixando o campo para a
Palmeiras are
entrada
stuck in
de
Central Station,
Camisa
and they might
8.
find a fast track out
Camisa
wide if they
11.
care to look.
Camisa 10. Substituição.
And this is Pele. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's looking wide. Tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Knocks it out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cruyff.
Oh, great feat, that.
And Cruyff! Oh, he's hit the bar! That's a throw. Nice bit of trickery. Knocks it into space. Plays it up. He gets big! It's hit the crossbar! Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 13. Substituição em andamento.
This is it then, now or never. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that has left him in a heap. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. And now they can clear their lines.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Teremos 3
This is
minutos de acréscimo.
He is through here. Guti. Roberto. And the counter is on. Now it's Villa. Platini. The referee has given a corner.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
It's made its way to him. Decent chance! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Point blank header! Denied by Anin. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Begley.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The Urbano Caldera is located slap bang in the middle of a residential district here in Villa Belmiro. Luis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a quick ball upfield. Could move up a gear here. Eto. Can he get it through? Nicely weighted ball. Brilliantly cut out. Messi. There's the shot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Palmeiras do have a chance to counter here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now, can they get him away? Bullet. Pedri, out to the right. And he welcomes it in.
Palmeiras are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Eto. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Here's a sharp little ball here.
Eto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rafinha. And it's Ed Nielsen. And Hoyt!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Palmeiras looking to pass their way through.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. It's a decent clearance. Now it's Eto. Pirlo does well to get it back. Pirlo. Oh, this is a very good run. Looking for the run. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Not the most accurate pass. Shot could... And Messi! Nicely aimed pass. So what can they make of this? And again they run up against stubborn defending. In the end they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That looks a decent ball. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Mbappe. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. And Edmilson turns back here, probably the best option. Chiellini. And here's Suarez. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Edmilson. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe! Oh, he's hit the bar! Edmilson. Kaka. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri conjures time and space where few can. And here's Mbappe. Kaká. Real chance! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. And the counter is on. Edmilson. And he's picked out the run. Bullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Bullet. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Palmeiras still trailing by one, and looking here to tick it up a notch after the break. Mbappe. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Substituição em andamento.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Villa, now it's Pedri. And he's quick to snatch it back. Tries to play it through. Palmeiras can't breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Thuram gets a foot in here. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 90. Camisa 19. Camisa 18. Camisa 22.
Ended up in no
Fechando o
man's
campo
land.
para a entrada de Camisa 11. Camisa
Pirlo
10.
really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Pelé.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Taken back almost at once.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Hops for safety. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Looking to play him in. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Played out wide. Out towards the flank.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Shifted it to the flank. He has a look out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. They look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Probing pass. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Maldini gets good distance on it. Rui Costa. Oh, that's a fine interception. Thuram gets it clear.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
That has been knocked clear. Shevchenko tries to pass it through. It's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, shooting chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! One sweeping move executed with... That's at the end. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Palmeiras leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.